Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the numerology and the energy for the upcoming full moon total lunar eclipse that'll be occurring on May 15th or 16th, 2022, depending on where you live within the world. So before we get started, let me just ask, how is everyone feeling after that partial solar eclipse that occurred on April 30th? Remember that this energy can play out for upwards of the next 6 months. So try to go with the flow as much as possible as you gather all of the pieces that will bring you much more clarity in the following weeks and months. So if there is confusion, that's okay. Clarity will come. Try to be patient while following your own wisdom and intuition when making decisions. If you haven't watched my forecast for the solar eclipse from April 30th, I highly recommend you do so before or after listening to this forecast. These energies work in tandem, and they'll be relevant much of this year as your storyline unfolds. So I'll leave that link in the description box below. Now, before we get into this forecast for this powerful full moon lunar eclipse occurring on May 15th or 16th, please note that this is, of course, a general forecast. If you would like a personal reading, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. Okay, so the energies I mostly want to focus on for this full moon eclipse are that of the 17-8 and the 18-9, though I will also touch on the 7 and the 6 because those are also relevant and will have some potent influence as well. So again, remember, we can be feeling these energies and themes quite strongly for the next several weeks and months. So the fact that we have the 6 energy present tells me that for many people, relationships, community issues, or things associated with the more feminine energies will be coming into focus in a very big way. Setting healthy boundaries, nurturing of self or others without self-sacrificing, and so on, will all be coming into the forefront to be balanced out. So we may see things be illuminated now that ask us to take a closer look at how we show up to relationships. Is there a healthy balance, or are we giving or taking more than our fair share? Extremes will always lead to some level of burnout and fatigue. So where are you feeling that fatigue? That is showing you where balance is needed most. So if you're always saying yes, always taking on more than you can handle, always giving of yourself, or always trying to prove your worth, pause and see where you can begin to say no more often, or where you can be more discerning when it comes to who has access to your energy and how you share that energy with others. Taking responsibility for how we choose to participate within interactions may also be highlighted under this 6 energy. So it's much easier to pass the buck and blame someone for how they treat us, but ultimately we hold responsibility in where we draw the line when it comes to what we will accept and what we won't. Unhealthy or toxic relationships may take a front row seat now for us to decide how we want to work with this person or these people moving forward. Whatever isn't working will be eclipsed out now, and what is working may be taken to the next level. So whatever occurs now over the next several months, remind yourself that these steps are necessary to move us into our next greatest adventure. There are no mistakes. Now, with 7 energy being present, we are being asked to find the truth of the matter. Perhaps that means our own inner truth around a subject or proven facts around a topic. This is an energy of digging deeper and uncovering the gems that have been obscured from sight to help us in making decisions moving forward. So, if we are coming into alignment with our own inner truths and our own autonomy, we will be asked to follow that truth with integrity and without attempting to sort of invalidate or diminish another person's truth and inner guidance. Perceptions and perspectives and experiences drive our own individual actions, and everyone's is going to be somewhat different from yours, and that's okay. It isn't a competition, and as long as no harm is being done, then there's plenty of space to live within your own unique truth and create the life of your dreams right now. 7 energy is helping us to stay within our own lane while going deeper into self and the workings of the world in order to create our own masterpiece in this lifetime. This is a time for deep self-reflection and greater investigation into what intrigues us or catches our attention. 7 energy rarely takes things at face value. 7 energy is the clockmaker that thrives on knowing how something ticks, the details and the intricacies. Things can definitely be more than meets the eye now with self and collectively. So pay attention and dig deeper. We also have this very, very potent energy of the 17-8 present at this full moon lunar eclipse. And this is very much sort of scorpionic energy. What I love about that is that in astrology, this eclipse is occurring on the Scorpio South Node axis. So it always sort of fascinates me when the numerology and the astrology of an event are so aligned, which actually happens quite frequently. So with this 17-8 energy, we are again being asked to dig deeper, to investigate further into the unseen mysteries of life. Seek out the truth of the matter to find greater solutions to what has been puzzling or difficult to understand for you up until now. Delve into the secret depths of your own inner consciousness in pursuits of hidden knowledge. This is a very intuitive and psychic energy, so by all means, follow your inner knowing above all else. It's your key that will ultimately unlock the doors and give you the access that you need. This is a very mysterious energy where answers will not be found at the surface level, and what you do discover, the deeper you go, may have you changing directions sort of abruptly and pursuing things that were never even on your radar until now. So this is an ambitious energy full of quick shifts and taking risks without unnecessary fear. This is also a very tangible energy where we can begin to see real tangible results from mental concepts and efforts. So this is also going to be very truthful overall, right? Like very truthful energy. Lies and deceptions come to light under this energy, and we'll be forced to be sort of very honest with ourselves in many areas of our lives. Anything done without integrity at this time will sort of boomerang back to us to be cleared up and approached in a much more truthful way. So also under this 17-8 energy, be very mindful of self-doubt and embrace your higher consciousness, the true I am from within. You will find you are much more capable than you may be giving yourself credit for. And this is a very ambitious energy where efforts will be rewarded tenfold. So don't sell yourself short. Now, the illumination of the 18-9 energy begs of us to unleash our imagination and channel our deeper emotions into something powerful and creative rather than destructive. Dreams can be very vivid during this time, and you may feel compelled to start something new that feels much more aligned with a purpose greater than self. Follow that guidance and see where it takes you. This is a beautiful energy for taking time to be immersed within nature, whether it's through nature sounds, such as listening to soothing nature sounds from your living room, or going deeper into nature to allow it to embrace you, sinking your feet into the cool river or placing your body in direct contact with the earth. These connections hold healing, nurturing energies, and there's very little that nature cannot heal if we give her the time and the opportunity to do so. So you may feel that this energy brings into focus some of your own natural healing gifts that perhaps you will feel called to explore further. Be open to what the universe wants to present you with at this time. If it speaks to you, then throw caution to the wind and explore it further. Because this is 9 energy, things may also come to culmination at this time or completion. So if that happens, don't fight the release, but rather try to move with the natural cycles of nature, which we are all attuned to. This is a time for many things to move at a much slower pace so that we can tie up those loose ends and complete lingering projects, all to make space for the next assignment, so to speak. So don't try to overly control or rush things. Allow what is meant for you to flow effortlessly towards you now. You've already done the effort. And allow what is no longer serving you to be released and taken out with the current. This is a period resulting in full attainment and realization of what is rightfully ours without the need for force or control. If you need to manipulate, force, or control something to be yours, then it isn't actually yours and it likely never was. So this full moon lunar eclipse brings with it very deep emotive energy that will assist us in realizing our greater truth about ourselves and our place in the world. Clarity and confirmation are almost guaranteed now. As always, it's up to us what we choose to do with those beautiful gems that we uncover at this time. We can either leave them where we found them, or we can use our magic to turn them into something useful. It always comes back to us and how we ultimately choose to work with the energy. So with all that being said, happy full moon lunar eclipse, everyone. May it shine a light on all that you need to see at this time. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.